Welcome back, everybody, to a suboptimal test under suboptimal conditions. Misdirection is pretty happy on Scorpios, but we do have another couple sets to test, and I figured I can do this relatively quickly. It has come out to the rocks just like this. Unbolted one set, bolted up the other set. Pitbull Braven Berserkers 2.2 flavor on their OE red, quite soft foams on the overly narrow 2.2 beadlocks. This is a tire that has been thoroughly unimpressive, but they do have an advantage in that they are 5.1 inches tall. So CG does not raise dramatically, but as usual, they appear to lack just grip. They should grip more than that. If I give it a little more, it's odd to see it roll that way. So if anything, I hope to achieve some zen with the sound of the afternoon wind, the clang of the wind chimes, and the sound of misdirection repeatedly rolling off of rocks. I mean, it's not a terrible sound. As forward grip was relatively bad, I don't expect side hill capability to be appreciably better. That looks pretty good. She sits 9.5 inches wide exactly outside of tire to outside of tire, which is pretty narrow. That said, how's she gonna hold? Somewhere out there has to be a rig that these tires work on. It's clearly not this one. I mean, you get to a certain point and you roll out. And it's a snappy rollout. Ooh, it's picking up. We will see how the microphone manages this today. Yeah, it's just slipped, like, it should be able to pull up out of that. There we go. That's a little something. There's quite a lot of push in these tires. Again, they really lack side bite. There was a very narrow window during which Zoidberg, while fitted with these, was decent. They were the better of the group I had at the time, but while this does give her a very lunar lander look, I don't think the scaling of the tires is particularly bad. Just, I mean, they are slippery. And we know she is a lady with a lot of drive. That looked okay. That looked all right. Maybe I just got to, all right, let's try the side hill again, see if it was a fluke. Did I say the side hill? I feel like I said side hill when I meant slick rock. It's late. Yeah. I mean, it seems to grip a little harder. Let's just... Are these bouncer tires? Is that what's going on here? That is just not an impressive amount of grip. Very rolly. I think that might be due in part to the narrowness of the wheel, the slight increase in overall height. This is more than she's rolled since she was built. So these are not These are not the shoes. This is not the way. I mean, when you can do that, we'll just keep ramping up throttle. The result is always the same. But knowing now, you don't know until you know. And knowing now how bad they are in this setup, like does the rig need to be heavier? There's a good bit of squish. You can see the squish on the front and the rear tires, but they are just not doing it. But I have a secret to make their performance look pretty good. And this is it. This is the last time. I mean it. This is a promise to myself. This is a promise to everyone involved. I will not do it again. I found the missing dollar store hair bun. I fitted them inside the atrocities that are boom racing hustlers. I have stretched everything onto the 2.2 beadlock wheels. And now we will, unless the heavens themselves part and present us with a miracle, see the worst crawler tires known to man. I mean, what needs be said? Like what? They're so bad. They're inexcusably bad. It doesn't matter what foam you put in them. It doesn't matter what wheel they're on. Look at that. There's no forward motion at all. That's not even steep. A little this, a little this. Oh, that's falling off for sure. Let's watch here. It wants to roll there. Well, I mean, we obviously have to side hill it. When I unmount these, which will happen shortly, the rims will go back into a bin. The hair buns will go back into a bin. And I think I will take the Hustlers themselves and staple them. I will staple gun them to the wall in my workshop as a reminder of how bad things can be. Nothing can save these. Oh wow, that's genuinely the climbiest climb they've ever made. But then, you know, they remind you of what they truly are. Will she even be able to manage an actual side hill? If you've watched any of the other parts of that came from the Workbench series, you know what misdirection is capable of. Like, will this turn? No. Oh, they are ghastly. I mean, they might work on, I don't know. I don't know where these work. Like flat dirt? I guarantee you. Well, I shouldn't make guarantees. Come on. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't even manage to make it up that. I don't know what to say. They're worse than arguably any OE tire out there. I will say this though. They are slightly less terrible on hair buns versus any of the foams. Can I pick a line that I want to go up? No. But look at that. That borders on a result. Was it a fluke? Try to get that same line again. Hey, that is a degree away from awful. So if anyone wanted an audio representation of why I generally record in the morning, this is the desert. This is what it sounds like in the evening. All right, we're back to normal, where this is an extremely high traction surface. And I'm trying to use every bit of low speed that I can. Listen to that noise. In general, the further you can get to the right, the better the tire is doing. Now, I have no forward progress here. I could honestly I could just dial throttle trim in and it would just sit there. I'm actually surprised that the steering will actually push it from one side to the other. Just do something. Do anything. I could grab any set of 4 tires and get more grip than this. I should not be able to apply, I should not be able to apply that much throttle. Like, it should flip over backwards. Like, you know, because wheels are gonna catch traction. Oh my God. So I won't do it again. It's a promise to myself. I remember these being distinctly bad at transitioning. Yeah, confirmed. Come on. Will you get out of the dirt? Just have to use a lot of throttle to get anything done. Yeah, there's no axle hang there. Any other tire, it would have flipped straight over backwards. It legitimately like driving on ice. Oh. I thought just, you know, just for a split second there, I thought there was a glimmer of something. But think on the right surface, you could drill holes in 4 hockey pucks and get more forward drive and more side bite than these. Generally, something this bad gets removed by a vacuum truck that sticks a hose down a manhole. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. There you go, everybody. There it is. Are the Scorpios the best possible tire? I don't know. Are these the worst possible tire? If we're talking about a rock crawler tire, yes. I could grab some Amazon Originals and outcrawl these any day. I do feel confident to drive one-handed with these because I know the grip is so bad, so impossibly bad. So if anything, if any video that these appear in, if it just stops people from buying these, I would consider it community service. This is a public service announcement. Don't ever buy these. Please. Unbelievable. But as we draw to the close of this, I can say I won't do this again. I'm not going to go chasing waterfalls. I will stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. It's pretty much Duratrax and J Concepts for me, and good old canyon trails from here on out, because this is agonizing, genuinely. So, for the sadists among you, thank you for watching. Both of these tires were terrible, but the Boom Racing Hustler is most terriblest. So thank you all for watching. Please do leave a comment below. I do love talking about Boom Racing Hustlers. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a like if you liked watching me suffer. Subscribe if you haven't. And do be sure to tune in for the next one. So I hope I fought the wind a little bit. Have a good one, everybody.